found my treasure. One, two, three, four. Eyes on my side. That was a heroic effort. Use magic to kill death. The best has moved. One, two, three, four. Try and find a way out. Beware the Gulen. I've not seen such bravery. Let's see you get out of here. Do not listen to the players yet.
Hello, welcome everybody. Hi there, Bern and Dennis. How you doing? Starting a little bit earlier today because, well, I've been awake anyway, and I have to go at like 4:30 or so, which is in about 4 hours. So, yeah, I'm trying to be professional, I guess. I don't know. If I was professional, I would have announced it like a day or two ago. You know, come up with some kind of schedule or something. But no, not that good. For some reason, ATS has to be captured with the display capture. I don't know why game capture doesn't work anymore with it. Ah, right, yeah, it is good time for you. No? But, so yes, it will say in the right-hand corner, activate Windows. That's too bad. It's gonna say that for the rest of my life, I think. Because I ain't spending $100 just for it not to say that. However much it is to buy Windows 10. Alright. So how's the music volume? I had to fiddle with it. I think I inadvertently fiddled with the volume level in the volume mixer. And then I turned it up with Groove instead, like on the player itself, so I'm not sure if it's really that good. I'm looking at the gauge, it looks okay. Hi there, Sturgy, how you doing? Actually, it looks like my mic might be a little loud, but I don't want to turn it down. And the truck will be loud anyway. pirating, huh? Oh, okay. So you're just getting up. I actually slept last night at like a regular-ish time. Like I think I fell asleep at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then I woke up. Actually, I didn't sleep that long because I woke up by like 7. Don't ask me why I woke up at 7 in the morning, but I did. 7 or 8, something like that. Yeah, okay. And by like 10 in the morning, I was like, I'm gonna stream. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's 10 in the morning. No, I'm not gonna freaking stream. And actually, I wanted to drive one run with this before I streamed anyway, because mods updated, and I had to like get rid of some and get some other ones and stuff like that. So the truck got reset to where was I? Where's my garage in this save? I think Farmington. So I drove on my own before I streamed. I drove from Farmington this way to Raton, just to make sure nothing would crash or anything. Seems to be fine. Knock on wood. It can always change. Hold on, you can't see that. Knock on wood. Either absent. Yep. Back to trucking. I bounce around a lot with what I play. But yes, back to trucking. Now, we are in Raton, Raton, whatever, New Mexico. I kind of want to head south, because last time I streamed this, I think we drove this run all the way down to Gomez Policio in Mexico, and I wouldn't mind working our way back down into Mexico. But we could also go north and head up to Canada. There's not a whole lot there. What is here in Canada is really nice, but there's not much. Yeah, they'll be working on it more and more, I'm sure. And then this area here would be Sierra Nevada, which I'm guessing is going to be pretty broken when 141 drops, because 141, I think they work. SCS is like updating California, so this is going to be all messed up. Well, it's going to be nicer, but the Sierra Nevada mod is going to have to be fixed up to work with it. Hard Truck 2. Yeah. Well, let's see. Hard Truck 1 was Road to Victory. Hard Truck 2 was King of the Road, especially for you in Russia. I think in America we didn't get King of the Road. We just got Hard Truck 2. It's always funny when I look back at comments on my Hard Truck 2 videos on YouTube, and everybody keeps yelling at me, it's King of the Road. Why are you saying this is the King of the Road version and that's not? I'm like, because in America, I know you're not in America, but I'm in America, and we didn't have King of the Road. Some people just didn't get that. And then I would do Hard Truck 2, and then I would show off the rare trucks, because there were certain trucks that were rare or non-existent in the regular Hard Truck 2 game, and nobody got that either. They're like, what do you mean rare? It's rare. There were certain trucks like the Kenworth and Peterbilt, most especially, and then stuff like the Navistar Eagle, where in regular Hard Truck 2 they never appeared to be that you could buy. You could never buy them. Or sometimes you could, if you didn't see them first and then you put in the patch, then maybe they would work, but it was kind of random whether or not you could get them to work. It was, I don't know, it was years ago now when I was messing around with that, but I could never really figure it out. But anyway, that's why I called it rare. I just noticed something. The lines inside this truck, like this line right here, kind of fuzzy, right? I might have turned something down in the graphics to make the game run a little bit better and make the video card not heat up as much or whatever. Oh, that's the Mexican train. We're not in Mexico. We're a Mex. We're Or Ferrex, or whatever, however it's pronounced. Interesting. Where's the cat? You talking about the truck? Oh, yeah, that cat. Okay. I wasn't sure if you're talking about a cat in the game, or if a cat showed up on the. Also, I'm a little worried because I have to do monitor capture with this game for some reason. So if I like capture the wrong monitor. Completely remade for Western Europe, at least, yeah. Yep. I think the US release is actually older than King of the Road. Ah, yes, of course. I know I was surprised when I first started making Hard Truck 2 videos. And I kept getting like Russian comments and Russian subscribers and stuff, and I'm like, I guess I kind of knew that the game was Russian, but I didn't know it was that popular, especially with Russian and Eastern Europe and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay. Like you go into the analytics and it's like Russia, Poland, and other Eastern European countries and stuff, and I'm like, and then like way down low, and I'm like, oh, there's America. Okay, so let's see what we got. Well, let's check. Always check external first, I guess. Although external's not going to go into Mexico, but it could get us close. Nice. So Sirocco, I think that's heading south at least. What's the weight on it though? 97,000 pounds. See, that's a bit heavy for us. We're at like 475 horsepower. 13-speed transmission. I think that's a bit too heavy. This is just under 90. That would be a little bit more doable. That's going north, though. 13. Albuquerque. Oh, I guess. Sorry. They did change a lot, yeah. They tried, especially with King of Road, they tried to make it a lot more simulator based. They added the traffic lights, and if you pass up a cop, they throw out the spike strips instead of just start shooting you. Stuff like that. Albuquerque. Okay, 89,000 Albuquerque. Let's see. So, 48 per mile to Albuquerque. Let me check freight now. I don't want to go north. I don't want to go north. Yeah, that's not as good. Well, I mean, we could go north. I haven't seen much of Colorado. Where do you guys want to go? You guys want to go north or south? North, no south. Mexico's a pretty neat mod, though. Yeah, we could go north. We could go up through Colorado, Utah, and end up working our way up this way to Canada eventually. A whole new world, yes. Kind of fit. Okay, let's go north. Since that's where these loads are going anyway. So we're going north. What's the weight on that one? I hate how with external cargo it puts the weight in one spot, and then on freight market it puts the weight in a different spot, so you just gotta look for it. At 90,000 pounds, that's probably my limit. It's pretty big. You know what? I don't think it's really worth it. When I can just do 71,000 pounds to Lamar over here. Let's go that way. That's probably a town I wouldn't normally find, too. It is fragile, but we'll be careful.
An elite team has been assembled to guide the mission.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
That'd be fun. You know what they're coming up with American and Euro Truck now. SCS is coming out with multiplayer. It's called ATS Convoy.
Turn left.
And it's not like a paid DLC or anything. It's just gonna be the next update. Like you can play it on beta right now. Well, there's advantages and disadvantages.
In 400 meters.
The big disadvantage of
Turn left.
the ATS Convoy is the main disadvantage is I think you can only have eight people on a server, 8 players.
My honor and duty to see you through.
Which I mean, I don't think I would ever have more than 8 people driving with me. But for bigger streamers, that's not enough. But the advantage is you get all of the AI traffic. That's the thing that ATS multiplayer is missing. Truckers NP. That's what that's missing. You know, it's just when you play Truckers NP, the only traffic on the road is the other players. So it's like you're going through ghost towns. It's the best way to describe that. Where's my trailer? Hello? No? Must be way back there. See it around here. It's not something that big. Oh, it's right here. No. Huh. Pretty sure Morgan Freeman told me to go get my trailer, so why isn't it here? Oh, there it is. And I went the wrong way. Of course I went the wrong way. This is the advantage of having a cab over. You can just spin around. He does look a little dead, doesn't he? Listen, it's just Obi-Wan. Does he have his lightsaber? Yeah, he does, in his right hand. Yeah, it's Obi-Wan. So you know he's not dead, because when he dies, he disappears, you see. Because he's a Jedi. And he disappears and ascends and all that. That's not good enough. Hopefully the air conditioner isn't too loud. It's just starting to get warmer and warmer every day now. Pretty soon it'll actually be summer again. Unfortunately. It was so nice this last week, where for some reason, don't ask me why, it was cold and rainy. And when I say cold, at nighttime, it was getting down into the mid-40s. Which, in the winter, isn't that cold, but in the summer, it's almost June. Well, it is June now. But at the time, it was like a week before June 1st. And we were turning the freaking heat back on. And it was like, what? Oh, the sun's loud. No, I've never used Spotify. I probably should, because it would like balance out the music volume. Like, this song is too loud. Hold on. We're gonna fix that. I see what you guys are doing there. Job on the side, hopefully not the dark side. That song was too loud, right? It was pretty loud for me. I don't know, maybe through the stream it wasn't too bad, but... volume leveling, my nemesis forever. What am I doing? That's the wrong button. I want the map. Oh, this is pretty straightforward, isn't it? Yep. Because after we drop this off, we'll drive into Lamar and discover it. Alright. That is extremely annoying. For some reason, using the scroll wheel in the game is scrolling the chat on me. I hate it when it does that. The mouse is locked in the game, but for some reason I can still scroll the chat up and down sometimes. Which is on the other monitor. I don't know. That's another reason why I'm streaming this is I've got a little bit of a break from my nephew calling me all the time wanting to play Minecraft, or lately it's been Raft. I think he's at his father's house this week, so that's what's been happening the last couple times I wanted to stream, like last week or whatever. I'd be like getting ready to set up, thinking about setting up the wheel, and then there goes the Discord call. I'm like, oh, there's Jordan. I'm tempted to stream sometime when we play like Minecraft together or something, but I don't really want to because he's pretty young. And he just says whatever. I don't know. I don't think he's ready to be on Twitch yet. Come on, Chevy. Get through this light. That's a nice Chevy up there, too. So how are volume levels? Just yell at me if I need to change something. Things sound okay to me right now. Music might be still a tad loud. Go. Really? What is this traffic? Oh, looks like we're gonna be sitting here a while. Because nobody wants to move. Oh boy. I think they'll move eventually. Also, coming back to the topic of the whole convoy thing with 141 beta, is you're not gonna be able to use your mods with it, just like the MP mod. What's it called? You know what I mean? Truckers MP. And that's the main reason why I don't do it. It's because I have so many mods. I'd have to, you know, I could have another profile with no mods, but still, I would miss them. Come on. What is this traffic? We're able to inch up a little bit. I don't know why, though, because that truck up the first truck didn't move yet. There we go. Gonna move. It's not quite ultra. Like, I think I started with the settings on ultra, and then I manually went through and turned some stuff down. And I think I turned some options down further than I had them in the beginning too, because I'm trying to not stress out the video card as much. I mean, it can handle it. I don't have the best video card either, and it's going to be years before I think you can get an affordable video card. I don't know. I know video cards are stupidly expensive still. Okay, after this bus, you guys. Actually, I don't have to wait for them anymore. Go ahead. Oh, that took a while to get out of there. I didn't add a traffic mod. Thankfully, I think. I have the improved trains mod, but not any kind of traffic changes. Oh, this is a pretty good hill. Considering I'm not even hauling that much weight and I'm having a hard time here. When it's like in between and I can't tell if I can shift up or not. There, I was able to shift up, but it didn't feel like I could. Hard to tell sometimes. Okay, thank God. It's not gonna make me weigh myself. After all that, finally getting up to speed here. Where is the way station if I had to use it? Is it up there? Looking at the signs. I think I would have had to get off the highway away if I had to. Oh, good thing I didn't have to stop at that one. That would have been a pain in the ass.
Exit right. Turn right.
So probably finishing up the graphics question. Whatever notch is lower than ultra, I'm guessing high, like if you use the simple graphics options, that's probably what I've got in mind. But I've got it more tweaked than that, but yeah. This video card is amazing for me. For a lot of people are like, oh, it's only, I think it's a, is it 1050 Ti? Yeah, it's a 1050 Ti, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's only a 1050, I want like a 20-something or a 30-something. I'm like, you know what? It's the best video card I've ever had. Yes, activate Windows. Guess what Red Bear's never gonna do? Activate Windows. Pay up because I'd be paying $100 to get rid of a watermark, basically.
Continue straight.
I already, let's say, I used other means to temporarily activate Windows, and that was good enough so I could set up all my desktop backgrounds and the Windows colors and all that stuff. And now that it's back to saying activate Windows, most of the things that you do in the Windows settings you can't do because you need to activate Windows to like change your desktop backgrounds and stuff like that, your screensavers and whatnot. But I already have everything set up the way I want it, so whatever. Screw you, Microsoft. I'm not buying Windows. Listen, I paid for Windows when I built my computer. I built my computer in 2006. But I will say, I bought Windows XP at the time when I built my computer, and that was like, I want to say Windows XP was at least $200. I think it was close to $300 for Windows XP at the time, and you just had to buy it. So I did. So that gets me a lifetime pass for Windows, as far as I'm concerned. None of this nonsense. Oh, you upgraded to Windows, now you gotta buy it again now. Everybody was so worried that Microsoft was gonna ruin Minecraft, but they actually kind of brought it back. Before Microsoft bought Mojang. I don't think so. Because they did the right thing with it. Because before Microsoft bought Mojang, Minecraft was kind of stagnant. I mean, I will say that there's a lot of things with older versions of Minecraft that I do like better. And, you know, all my mods are for, like, version 1.7, which is way before Microsoft took over. But a lot of things, like, especially for people that just play vanilla, Minecraft was getting really stagnant. There wasn't much of anything new coming out, and then when they started, like, they did, like, the villager update, the combat update, then the villager update, and the underwater update, that really brought Minecraft back. Minecraft is actually really popular again. Also, what helped is when Fortnite got so popular, that's where all the kiddos went. You know, it used to be everybody would make fun of Minecraft because, oh, the kids play that. Well, guess what? Adults played it before kids got into it. Now the kids have all moved on to Fortnite. So now Minecraft can be for everybody again. And Fortnite, yeah, I don't understand the appeal of Fortnite. I really don't. It's just another FPS. But then again, I don't like first-person shooters very much. I'll watch people play it, but as far as playing FPS games, I don't really play them. I never played any Call of Duty games. Okay, this music is too loud. We need to change this. Fortnite is third person? See, I didn't even know that. Okay, I don't like shooter games very much. Oh, there's gonna be a train over there. Oh, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 locomotives. Oh, that's gonna be a long one. I just camped in buildings. Yeah, I guess you could do that. I will say, if I could get over my inhibitions to ever play PvP games. How slow do we gotta go here? 30? But if I could get over my inhibitions of playing PvP type games, I think I would try to play like a battle royale type game where you have to go scrounge around and try to get your best equipment before the other people get their best equipment, and you can't really camp because the circle of the playing area keeps getting smaller and smaller, like PUBG. That's I guess the best example of that. But then there's so many other shooters that do the same kind of thing. But if I ever got into some kind of PvP FPS shooter type game, that's the kind of game I would get into, I think. But because I liked watching people play it. Like Vinny played PUBG for a while, and that was always pretty fun. Yeah, PUBG, whatever. Same thing. Tomato, tomato. Yeah, PUBG. It was a pretty silly name for a video game, I think, but whatever. That's what they went with. But those kind of games, I will get enjoyment out of watching them. But if I tried to play them, I'd just be a nervous wreck, and I would just die. And get frustrated. No, Call of Duty Warzone. Yeah, that one's supposed to be pretty good, I think. I got a lot of fun out of playing Half-Life 2. I made my way like maybe a little bit more than 3/4 of the way through that game. I might even stream it someday, just start from scratch and see if I'm any good at it. I don't think I'll use the wheel for that, but I might. I would be a lot better at trying to use the wheel for games that don't normally use a wheel if I was used to using a controller, because really this wheel has all the same buttons that a controller has on it for the most part. But I'm not even used to using a controller. I haven't played controller games that would be like since my PlayStation 2. I was like, what, 10 years ago? I am really happy that I fixed my PlayStation 2 though. It only cost me like $25. I put a new laser eye in it because it wasn't reading the discs anymore. All I had to do is take it apart and take out the old eye and put in the new one that I got on eBay for like, no, it was on Amazon. It was like 20, $25, somewhere around there. The only tricky thing about it is for some reason that eye, when you first get it, when you first buy it and get it in the mail, it has this big old blob of solder on an important spot that they put there for like anti-static or something. I'm not sure why they put a blob of solder there, but it won't work until you melt that solder off, so you have to de-solder it, which I'm not very good at I'm not good at soldering in general, but thankfully it was a big enough blob I was able to just take the tip of the soldering iron and just kind of melt it and scrape it off. Actually, the first time I didn't do it good enough, and I put it all together and it didn't work, and I was like, oh no, why is it not working? Then I realized, I took it apart again and I realized, okay, I didn't get all the solder off, so I just heated it back up, and I got like a piece of the tip of a wire and kind of scraped at it a bit more. I couldn't really see it was the problem. It's a stinky little thing. Where are we going? Left. These are some interesting roads. Do I like venison? Yes. I haven't had it in probably like 20 years. Back when my grandparents were still alive. I'm trying to remember how I had venison. I think my grandpa was still well enough. It was probably the last time he went hunting, and he bagged the deer. Yeah, venison is actually really good. But then, much more recently, a friend of Mom's, like an old ex-boyfriend of hers, gave her a whole bunch of venison stuff, like some venison steaks, and I forget what kind of meat he gave her. But she put it in the freezer, and then she's like, "Oh, I don't want to eat venison," because she's all like almost vegetarian sometimes. Well, she's not vegetarian; she'll eat meat, but she always whines about meat now. And then, oh, somebody killed this deer. And I'm like, well, somebody killed that cow from the burger the other day, so deal with it. But anyway, she never cooked it. It was just in the freezer for like years. And then she threw it all out. And I was like, oh man, we had venison and you wouldn't cook it. That was a cardinal sin. But where we live now, there's a lot of deer out in the woods. Like the woods is just packed past our house. Oh, there's my spot. I thought I was going in here. Thank God there's no traffic in here. But yeah, I do remember having venison before, and I do remember liking it. Anyway, like we have a wooded area just behind our house. That's what I was saying. Sorry, I got distracted because I didn't know where I was going. And we have a lot of deer that show up in the backyard. And then my mom started feeding them all the time. Then, of course, just more and more would show up. So the whole herd basically shows up now. And she'll go out there and throw apples and whatnot at them. Actually, in the wintertime, when they're more vulnerable, kind of, because there's not as much food around, then they'll eat anything. Now in the summertime, forget it, they're very picky eaters, they'll only eat the apples. But in the wintertime, they would come right up to the bottom of the back steps, and she would go out there, and even sometimes a couple of the deer she was able to pat on the head and feed by hand. So she was kind of turning into a Disney princess a bit. Really. I am out of practice with driving. I haven't done it in a while. It's very easy to get out of practice with this. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where's the white one? Oh, I was supposed to pull straight in. I went through all that trouble backing in, and the back is supposed to be at this end. Well, I'm like, this should have... I know I'm a little bit crooked, but I should have taken that. I just made a very easy parking spot a lot harder, is what I did. Shush. Well, this is a mod also that makes the parking spots look like this, these thin white lines. Usually it's a big green thing with an icon over it, and it's extremely obvious which way you're supposed to pull in. This one, you gotta really look at it and figure it out. I actually kind of dislike the spots that you just pull it straight in like this because I never expect it. And I do something stupid like that. So the last couple days I was playing on my other profile, my main profile, where I'm like level 30 or 40 or whatever. So then I came back to this one and drove one trip before I started streaming. I was like, oh man, I'm only level 6. Now it's level 7. I leveled up on the last trip, but yeah, makes a big difference. Okay, now we're gonna bobtail over to town just to check out. Come on, oh, there's a way station basically right in the town. That's interesting. Just right before you get into town, I guess. Is there any question marks to find? No, so we're just doing this to discover Lamar. And also, I reminded myself just before the stream that in this profile I have fatigue turned on, which is probably going to get annoying. Oh, and the newest truck mod I just got last couple days ago, I was very excited when I saw that it just came out. The interior is kind of way too modern. It's another cab over kind of like this, but instead of a Kenworth, it's a Diamond Rio, which is an old truck company that doesn't exist anymore.
And pin, turn right. Turn right.
So it's just basically another old classic cab over. I'd love to see a regular Diamond Rio, not just the cab over. The cab over would have been later in Diamond Rio's existence. Boy, Diamond Rio, I don't think they lasted much longer than the 70s, maybe.
In 400 meters.
That's an old truck brand. But the interior of that truck is kind of like way too modern, I think, for how old that truck is supposed to be. And that truck is kind of hard mode because it's a sleeper. Well, like this, it's a sleeper, so you look back, you just see the sleeper. There's no day cab window. But also, you can turn your camera your head to the right like this. But if you try to go left, you stop about right here. You can't do this. You can't turn the camera all the way backwards when you're backing up your trailer, which I use so much. So you really just have to use the mirrors, which makes it a lot more challenging. More realistic though, because in real life you're not really going to be able to stick your head out and just turn all the way around like some kind of contortionist. So I can dig. It's like the old 18 Wheels of Steel games, I guess. Like American Long Haul. You can turn like this far and that's about it. Yeah, I don't have to go in the weigh station. I'm not hauling anything. This is interesting. Yeah, here's the weigh station. And really, like right after the weigh station, you're just about in town. I guess it makes sense though. It's like the end or the beginning of the highway. We are in Colorado now. Yeah, not all of Colorado's mountains. That's a maneuver and a half. What is that? A Plymouth Roadrunner? Buick Skylark? I love all the old muscle cars, but I don't really know them too well. That's a Suburban in front of us, for sure. I must have discovered the town by now. We're obviously in the town. I didn't notice it pop up. Maybe I already discovered it before and I didn't even have to come in here. Whatever. Starting to get low on fuel anyway. Yeah, down to a quarter. Now there's a gas station.
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Yeah, let's go over there. Oh, I didn't even see that. Blind as a bat, red bear. Had a green arrow, didn't see it, now we gotta wait. I blame it on it being daytime. I don't know if the wheel cam looks any better. I tried to make it a little bit nicer. I played with the like color settings, like brightness and stuff, but that webcam is just god awful. Actually, I think, what was it, a month or so ago, I was talking about how my mom's computer, these my pumps, yeah. So Oh, I see. I should have gone down one more entrance. Yeah, no, so. Anyway, when Mom's computer was telling her that the hard drive was failing, I had to scramble to try to back it up, and I took it apart to see if there was any... Really? That stall was no good? Okay. Took it apart to see if anything was wrong and stuff. Like, I think it was just kind of... The hard drive was kind of getting a little unplugged. I think that was the only problem, but I backed it up anyway. But anyway, at that same time, like, I had to like rearrange everything on her desk so that I could get the tower out so I could work on it. And somewhere along the line, she had the webcam hooked up. I'm pretty sure. I unplugged it and set it off to the side or whatever because she has her own webcam. And then when I put everything back together, I didn't bother getting the webcam. And then a couple days later, I was like, you know what? I didn't put her webcam back on. And I asked her about it, and she's like, oh, I don't use it anyway. When I video chat with people, I do it on my phone. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to take your old webcam then, because it's a heck of a lot better than this little one. And what do you know? Can't find the damn thing. I don't know where it went. It just, like, went into the ether. I can never tell what my lights are doing now. Okay, I guess I got this. Huh? Explain? But yeah, I don't know where that webcam went. Just... Which really upsets me, because it was a much better... It was like a $25 webcam. It wasn't a really expensive one or anything, but it was a hell of a lot better than this little one that I've got pointed at the wheel. It would have been a really nice upgrade. But I don't know where it went. I think what happened is I left it like on the coffee table or something, and someone that I will not name here picked it up and said, oh, a webcam. Oh, that doesn't belong here, and put it somewhere else. That's what happens if there's any kind of item that's set down like on a table or counter or something like that. It gets, and somebody doesn't touch it for like an hour, poof, it gets squirreled away somewhere. In some random drawer, some random closet. Somebody thinks something's garbage and throws it out. Who knows? It drives me nuts. Alright, Lamar. No, we're not going back to Raton. That's where we just came from. I want to keep working my way north-ish? Northwest? No? I don't want to go back... come on, I don't want to go back and forth. Wow. These loads are crap. And I guess what is that? 5,000 to just hop over to Pueblo. That's really not that great. Can I do better this way? Oh, this is probably better. 9,000 for Colorado Springs. Okay, we'll take that. Triples. Oh, fun. Oh, wait. This is 11,000. That's interesting. This is worth more per mile, but this is worth more. Oh, it's a little bit further. I see. It's a little bit past Colorado Springs, I guess. You want to see the triples? That would be more exciting than this. You know what? We'll do the triples anyway. Yes. Because it's an external job, I won't be able to change the skin. It's just going to be the plain Walmart skins, but that's not that bad. Walbert. Stock skins. Game? That's an extremely slow loading time for some reason. Game? You're scaring me. Okay, it's moving. Usually it doesn't take that long to just go back into game after you looked at the map. Wow. Maybe it's because it's Colorado.
The time has arrived, President Wazer. The
That was
world
weird.
awaits your commands. Turn right. Turn right.
touching screen anyway. Yeah, that would be funny if it just said turn right again. Turn right, turn right, turn right. What?
Right. And then turn right.
I've had it take me around a block before. It's just that.
In 400 meters, turn right.
400 meters. We're in America. I don't know what 400 meters is.
Turn right.
Because this is an external, I don't even have to stop at the X. It's already... should be already ready to go. Yeah. Is that it? That must be it. Well, those are doubles. I don't want triples, right? Looked like triples. Oh, this is it. Oh, they're only doubles. Oh well. I thought they were triples. They're taking up enough room on the UI. Calm down, Sergi. The size of the yard of the house? What are you talking about? The yard is 3 feet. Listen, it's the king's measurements, okay? Pretty sure this is it. You think it's not the right... Oh, maybe those lines are always there. It could be... Let me look at my GPS. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was looking at the lines on the ground, but those are not... Those weren't the lit up lines. Ah, yes, it's over here. There's our triples. I would have figured it out eventually when it said that it wasn't my right trailer. I should have looked at the GPS. Usually I do.
There are those who would like to see you fail. That's not going to happen. Let's go.
Right, triples. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's gonna be really easy. Which is good because we got triples. Yeah, that should be easy. Okay, good. No wacky curly cues or anything like that. I kind of like these gates they added. It can be a little annoying at times when I don't realize they're going to be there and I just kind of run into them instead of stopping and waiting for them. I think I need to turn my air conditioner down because it's getting warm.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Let's see. Yeah, I've got it set at 70 and it's 73 in here, 74. So why are you not running?
Turn right.
Okay, turn right. Listen, my hands are kind of full. I turned it down to 69. Well, that might have been the most tricky part of navigating with these trailers. Oh, really? Way station? And I did it with one hand while I was messing around with my air conditioner. Where's the scale? There it is. That was the remote control for my air conditioner. It was getting too hot. I've got a nice new air conditioner this year. I'm so glad I have it. Last year, and all the years before that, I was using an old air conditioner, which first off isn't as efficient, although it wasn't really old. It was like late 80s old. So just new enough to not be super energy hog. And it did have a money saver option, which is like energy saver, which has the whole air conditioner turn on and off when it needs to. But last year when I was using it, the fan started squealing like a banshee. It was horrible. And I probably could have taken it apart and oiled it and got it to work right again, but it was pretty old. I said, you know what? I got a little bit of money this year, just, the stimulus and stuff. I'm just gonna buy a new air conditioner and not have to worry about it. They're more efficient now anyway. The circuitry is better, so you can like set a specific temperature. So I started looking at them online. And then before I could buy one, I noticed on Facebook Marketplace, my mom's friend was moving out of town, and she was selling. She had a couple of different smaller air conditioners that she was selling for $50 a piece, and I'm like, hell, these things are pretty new, and I was going to buy a new one for like $200. So sure enough, I went there, and since she was a friend of my mom's, she wouldn't even let us pay her anything for it. She just gave me the air conditioner. I was like, oh, that's amazing, thank you. So that basically saved me $200 that I really didn't want to spend. Still have the old air conditioner? Yes, but not much longer. We're gonna get rid of it. The city is gonna have a electronics disposal week where you can take like 5 major electronic items there without having to pay anything to turn them in. Because even if I could take it apart and oil it or grease something and get it to stop squealing, at the end of the day, it's a pretty old air conditioner. It sucks to get rid of it because it still technically works. It does still make cold air, it's still got Freon in it and everything. It's just the fan is kind of shot. Fan motor, I think. Maybe the bearing for the fan motor or something. It's something that you really can't fix too easily. PDA. Neat. With how well versed I am with the computer side of things, I am pretty much useless when it comes to any kind of portable electronics. Like, I have a smartphone. Don't ask me how to use it. I don't really know. I know the basics on my smartphone. I know enough that I can check my Gmail that's hooked up to it. I have a Blizzard authenticator on my smartphone so that I can have 2-factor authentication for my World of Warcraft account. And I have 2-factor authentication set up for like PayPal, stuff like that. But besides that, I don't know how to use a stupid smartphone. There's so much more that you could be doing with it that I don't bother with because I don't need to. I have a computer. Find the old PDA. To transfer stuff to the new PDA. it might not have made it if you moved. Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Continue straight.
That's cool though, and I mean, if it works, it works. Who cares if it's old? It's not like you're trying to play games on it, so it's not something that needs to keep getting updated. You don't need to put a new video card in your PDA, you know? So why not keep it? Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't heard of a real PDA in a while because once they came out with smartphones, there wasn't any reason for it anymore. Just like beepers. Well, beepers went the way of the dodo when cell phones came out, I guess. Well, some people kept using beepers for a long time. Nowadays, though, if you were some weirdo that had a beeper instead of a smartphone, and you get beeped, and you're like, "Can I use your phone?" First off, somebody's gonna look at you like you got 4 eyeballs, and second of all, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, it's right here in my pocket." Like usually with a beeper, you would get beeped, and you're like, "Oh man, I gotta find a phone. You know, I gotta go to somebody's house and find a phone, or gotta go to a payphone." Nope, not anymore. Payphones don't even exist anymore. Very few. There's a few payphones around, but not many. Because, I mean, even if everybody's got smartphones, they should have some kind of regulation to keep some payphones around. Like if there's an emergency. What if there's an emergency, you got mugged or something, you just got your smartphone robbed, and you need to call 911, run to the nearest payphone. Oh, obsolete. I mean, that's the good thing about payphones is they're bolted in a booth to the ground. They're not going to get stolen usually. I mean, I guess one of the reasons why they got rid of payphones is a lot of times kids or vandals or whatever would go in and wreck them. You know, cut the wire or break them to try to steal the change or whatever. And the phone companies just didn't want to deal with it anymore. You don't know what a beeper is? Okay, a beeper. This was in the days before cell phones, mind you. A beeper was a little square thing that you'd clip to your belt usually. And what it did is if somebody wanted to contact you and you weren't at home or near a phone, they would call your beeper. And it was kind of like the origins of text messaging on cell phones. You could beep them and write a little message, or usually you would just beep them with a code that they would know. Like if you beeped them with 911, you knew it was something really urgent. So you'd beep somebody on their beeper, and they would look at their beeper, and they would see the number that called them and the little message. And then when you got that on your beeper, then you had to go find a phone so you could call that person back. That's what a beeper is. And in certain circles, like business people or people that didn't like smartphones, like a pager, yeah. Pager is probably the more realistic word for it. Everybody called them beepers, but yeah, pager. But in certain circles, people like didn't want to use a phone, or they were worried about the reception or whatever. They kept using beepers for a while, but nowadays, forget it. I think even if you found a beeper that you'd want to use, there's probably no services left available for it. But like if you watch shows from the 80s or 90s and people get beeped and then they have to find a phone, that's a beeper. Hi there, Rumsey, how you doing? Why is this a 45? This is a highway. Come on, it's a divided highway. Why is it 45 miles an hour? Really? 45? There's 65, finally. I'm alright getting back into driving. We've done it in a while. I gotta drop a gear. We're in Colorado now. Trying to kind of work our way up northwestish. We've got triples. Oh god, I'm not good at driving in third person. Especially not good at driving like this. There, okay. Shut off the truck. Down there. Kind of looked like a dirt field with a truck in it. Oh, we're losing the divided highway. Calm down. What? Okay, you don't have to spam about it. Gas. We got plenty. 3/4. What's this in front of me? Oh, it's just like a van of some sort. Turn my headlights on, but you'd never know it. The new lighting system that they came out with what was it, 139 or 140? I think 140. I'm not really sold on it. It is nice, but boy, it's hard to see at certain times of the day and at nighttime. I guess it's supposed to be more realistic, but you know, my eyes. Color commentary, very good. Speaking of the 90s, I think that's when that joke was popular. Oh, okay. Oh, hi there, Rumsey. Thanks for showing up anyway. Lurk. Okay, I get a little worried because I was looking at the chat and then I looked back and I noticed the lane just peeling off, but Morgan Freeman told me to keep right, and I did. Keep left. In this case, keep left means just don't go right. I like this truck. I think by the time we get up into the Pacific Northwest area, especially if I decide to take a loan, I'll have enough money to buy a garage at least up there somewhere. Maybe in like Oregon or Washington State, somewhere's up there. Then I'd have a place I could teleport to that's close to Canada. And it's really pretty up there too, all the bridges and stuff. I kind of keep migrating up there. I gotta sometime go into Stream Elements. That's the bot that's in my name that just talked about the Prime subs. I need to make that timer go off a little bit more often. It takes a little bit too long. Because it's just one timer that cycles between that message and I guess the Discord, YouTube messages and stuff. It takes a little too long to pop up, I think. Don't mind me yawning. This is just kind of the time of day lately when I've been kind of feeling like sleeping and then not sleeping, but maybe I'm going to sleep, so then I end up not streaming because I don't know if I'm going to sleep or not. And,
Turn right.
I I'm kind of reminding myself now that I
Turn
didn't
right.
sleep a whole lot. Bus. Okay, we got 2 lanes. That's good.
Keep left. Keep left.
Oh, that's a
And
traffic light.
turn
Oh,
left.
green. Oh, what is this wacky?
Turn left.
Turn left? What? Oh, these weird intersections. No. I think that was a no. That was a no. I'm looking at the freaking GPS and I'm going around in circles now. Oh, I don't like these intersections. I don't know what to do. Now I gotta turn her. Wacky Colorado intersections.
Keep left.
What if I don't? What does that take me to? I gotta look at the map. Oh, yeah, that one. My drop-off's right freaking there. So what was I supposed to do? So when he's telling me to turn left, I actually had to go across the road, which would be straight or right, almost. Not turn left. Because what I did was turn left, and that was wrong, Morgan. That was wrong. Okay, I'm gonna get off here. Find a way to turn around up this way, I guess. Fatigue meter set telling me I need to sleep. Great. Well, guess what? It's only 7:30 p.m., so cool it. Boy, he came in quick. A cement truck. Oh, we've got a 4-way stop coming up? Okay, good.
Continue
Oh,
straight.
wait. I'm hauling triples. Oh, God. We can do this. Thankfully, there wasn't any traffic in the other lane. Well, this run wasn't challenging enough for the triples, so I decided to add some challenge. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. There we go. Whew. Actually, I had a lot of room to make that U-turn. That worked out good. Okay, now hold on. I need to look at the map. Whatever Morgan Freeman's gonna tell me to do. Oh, we're coming in the same way that we came in last time, so don't make a left when he tells me to turn left. You think this is bad?
Keep right.
IRL coming up in 5 days now. My mom has to go to JFK Airport in Queens, New York City, because she's taking a plane down to Georgia to see
Right.
my sister and her kids.
Turn right.
And oh boy, JFK. We've done LaGuardia a couple of times, but this is just a little bit of an added layer to go to JFK. And I'm a little worried about it. I think it shouldn't be too bad, because technically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down from here, go down I-87 South, which is New York State Thruway. Take that down, cross the Tappan Zee Bridge, that's I-87 South still. get over on the other side of the Hudson. Now, the problem is that I think what's going to happen is we're going to be using John's GPS. That's my mom's boyfriend. And
Turn left.
his GPS is going to tell us to take 87 all the way down into the city and then get on the frickin' Triborough Bridge, RFK Bridge, whatever it's called now, and cut across Queens that way. And that has always terrified us, because if you screw that up, then you end up on the main streets
Keep
of
left.
Manhattan,
And
New York.
Turn left.
And, anytime you see like a television show or movie or anything that takes place in New York City, and they show these just ridiculously gridlocked streets of like 8 lanes in each direction, and it's all taxi cabs, that's Manhattan. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you know what I mean. And that is the last place in the world we want to end up. So usually, oh god, why did I have such a hard time starting there? But usually, see, the problem is this time that we're going is the first time that we're actually using GPS. I know it's crazy, GPS has been around for a long time, but we never had it. I was always old school, and I would go to Google Maps and just print out directions, or just write them down actually, because we usually didn't have a printer that worked good. But anyway, the way we always went to LaGuardia is we would go down 87 across the Tappan Zee
And turn
and all that. But the difference is, instead of messing around with trying to cross the RFK Bridge or Triborough Bridge and messing around with the highways in Manhattan, and then if you screw them up, you end up in Manhattan. What we always did is we would take something called the Cross County Expressway, or Cross County Highway, whatever it's called. Basically, what it would do is it would take you due east, and you would cut over from the New York State Thruway over to I-684, I want to say it is. It's the Hutchinson Parkway. Now, if you're in a truck, you can't do that, but we're always in a car. And then you take the Hutchinson south, and then you go over the Whitestone Bridge, and then you're in Queens, which is where LaGuardia is. So all you have to do from the Whitestone Bridge is you get on the, what's it called? Not Garden State, it's a G. Grand Central Parkway. But you're only on that for like a couple of exits, and then you get off, you go down, you go down the street in Queens, and there you are at the airport. It's pretty easy. Well, not, I wouldn't say easy, but it's not too bad to go that way. You're not gonna, if you make a mistake, you might end up on the wrong highway, and you got to go up and loop around somewhere to get yourself back. But you're not gonna end up on the streets in Manhattan doing that. And this time, since we're going to JFK, you can do the same thing. Go over the Whitestone, and then instead of getting off on the Grand Central to go into LaGuardia, you would just instead stay on the Whitestone Expressway, and then you have to catch the Van Wyck. Now the Van Wyck goes south down across Queens, north to south. I'm pretty sure the Van Wyck leads you right into JFK Airport. So that's hopefully what we're going to do. But I'm worried that we're going to be following the GPS, and since technically it's a shorter distance to go over the Triborough Bridge and through Manhattan, that's when it's going to be telling us to do, and I'm going to be like, And I'm not the one driving, I'm just navigating, so it'll be up to the driver whether he wants to go that way or not. The thing is, I'm sure there should be a way to program the GPS ahead of time, like before you make the trip, you go into the GPS, you set up the trip, and then you change it. You're like, no, I'm not going to go that way, I'm going to go this way. But I don't know how to do that, and I'm sure he doesn't know how to do that, so it's probably not going to happen. I have a feeling maybe on the way down we'll go the way we want to go with the Whitestone Bridge. But then on the way back, we're gonna be really out of our element, and we're gonna end up freaking going across Triborough. Should update automatically. Yeah, and I'll find out. Doesn't really help that I don't really talk to the person who's driving, so yeah. I think I just heard. I was about to stop and go to the bathroom, but I think I just heard somebody go in there. Times it. Oh, it's only 1:45. Oh, hi there, Ava. I just noticed that was a different person talking. How you doing? I'm just fretting over a drive to freaking JFK Airport. Let's see. I need to sleep now. There's a question mark way over there. Yeah, I guess there's nowhere to sleep here anyway. Let's get over here then. I'm alright. What time is it? 2, 3, 4. I've still got about 2 hours I can stream for. Nice.
The Secret Service has your back, and so do I. Let's go.
I set up my wheel to fight off the urge to play WoW, and it kind of worked. Although this morning I almost took the wheel down just so I could play WoW, and I was like, you know what, I'm only going to play for like a half hour and get tired of it anyway, so I don't know. Oh, there's a gate. You'd think after just coming in here and waiting for a gate, I'd remember to take the gate back out, but I forgot.
Keep right. And pin, turn right. Turn right.
Game's getting a little laggy, I think. Just a little. Yeah, it's laggy. That's weird. Be nice. I always know him as Avo because that was his name in World of Warcraft. So don't mind me calling him something else. It's old habits. He calls me Stone. Right. That's what my name always was.
Turn right.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Mike the Monarch.
Turn right.
The game's getting a little laggy on me. What, Mike the Monarch? I should probably take those clips, voice clips out of the playlist because nobody's gonna ever know who he is. That's an LPer on YouTube. Yeah. Hey, it's me, Mike Mnemonic. Hey, it's me, Red Bear 773. That's my own take on it. I never actually do that. That will come for. Yeah, Mike Mnemonic is a YouTuber. Well, he used to stream all the time too, but not for years now. But like me, Burn, and a bunch of other people, we're all Mike Mnemonic regulars. And he definitely inspired me to stream. If you're interested in him,
And pin, turn left.
his best series would be like Martian Gothic and Hell Knight on YouTube.
Turn left.
Yeah. Now, first off, he's very busy with work. Actually, his work is a real-life trucker. Wonder if he'd get a kick out of watching me someday. And then on top of that, all he has is a laptop now. He doesn't have a PC anymore. Or if he does have a PC, it's ancient. It's a Windows Vista PC. And, he can't stream with that anymore, I think. I don't know, though. The last time that he streamed with that PC is still... It's not going to handle any really nice games, but the kinds of games he was playing was working for him. I know, right? Oh man, that's probably as far as I would go with it.
Right.
Because Mike doesn't have any inhibitions about cursing or being PC or anything like that, and I kind of do, so. You know, if he wasn't so far away,
Turn left.
I would give him my old PC because, well, I'm still using the same PC case, the tower,
Turn left.
but I've upgraded so many times with different parts over the years. I was actually able to take all of my old parts and put them together in a different tower.
Keep right.
So I have like a spare PC basically, but it's my old parts. So you're talking a dual core CPU that's pretty old. You're talking a an NVIDIA
Turn right.
GT 9800 video card, which is ancient. It's like 8 years old or something. But you know what? The damn thing still works. I've got 2 other video cards in boxes that are just paperweights now because they don't work. And they're much newer and supposed to be much better.
Turn left.
So you know what? That 9800 GT is a good thing to have.
It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
A Mac dealer. Why are we so laggy? What changed? I think what I'm gonna do here, maybe it's the weather. Because it started raining. I think the lag started a little bit before the weather kicked in. Well, I'm gonna go over here and sleep. And then I think I'm gonna exit the game and start it back up and see if it's just as laggy. Although now it doesn't look as bad. It might have been just that specific place or a certain modded truck or trailer spawned in that the game didn't like too much. I am not using a mod for rain. I think he probably makes it decent. He doesn't make a whole lot of money trucking because it's more local trucking, I think. I'm not going to get into any more details than that, but it's relatively local, I think. So he doesn't make as much as like if he was over the road trucking doing long hauls. But it's a lot easier on his sanity to do that. Because he started out with training when he got into trucking with doing long hauls. And he couldn't stand it. Which I don't blame him. It's hard. It's really hard. 1,000 to 2,000. Yeah. Yeah, and that's with the insane prices of computer parts nowadays. That's how much it costs. My computer, I was blessed. Because last year, around my birthday, it started with my sister asking me what I wanted for my birthday. And I said, I want more RAM for my computer because I was at like 12 gigs and I could have had up to 16 gigs in that build. And so I picked out 2 sticks of 4 gigs of RAM, right? Yeah. And we sleep? Yeah, we did. It's still dark, but we slept. Alright, I'm gonna quit the game and see if it gets better. But yeah, she got me the 2 sticks of RAM. I put it in the computer, and then the computer, for some reason, I couldn't get the computer work with a full 16 gigs of RAM. I think there's something wrong with that motherboard. I don't know. But I just couldn't get it to work like that. The RAM, it was 4 gigs of DDR2 RAM, but it was a different brand. I think somehow that had something to do with, I don't know. I didn't want to play the game of returning 1 stick of RAM and getting a different stick of RAM, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, after that didn't work, and she returned that, she's like, I'm going to get you a computer. She's like, I can get this pre-built computer for like $1,000 or something. I'm like, no, please don't do that. I don't want you to spend that much money on me, and I know I can do better than $1,000. And sure enough, I picked out all my parts. I picked out the motherboard and the CPU and the. I didn't have to pick out a video card because I already got that, thankfully. I got the video card before all this craziness started with the prices going insane. The 1050 Ti, I was actually using that with the older computer rig. So it was like motherboard, CPU. She got me a SSD hard drive. I can't get over what hard drives are like nowadays. These little SSD hard drives, it's like a little card. It's like this big. This little dinky card that plugs right into the motherboard. And you put a screw in it, and ta-da! CPU, ta-da, you have a freaking hard drive. But I didn't want to spend a whole lot on that, so that hard drive is only like, that's my main drive, and it's only like maybe 300 gigs. 250, I think. But I'm still using my other two gaming drives from the old build, so whatever. All told, I have like a terabyte. And, so CPU, motherboard, hard drive. Had to get a new CPU cooler because the old one was ancient for the other motherboard. I think I got a couple new fans. But yeah, all told, I completely rebuilt my computer, and now this thing's really a beast. It's amazing. Oh yeah, the RAM, too. I have 32 gigs of RAM now, up from 12. All told, it cost her like, I want to say like 500, 550 bucks, somewhere around there. Which was still more than I wanted her to spend on me for my birthday, but she doesn't do that too often, and, I've been using the same computer for like 10 plus years, so now everything's pretty new. This thing runs really good. I don't know why the game was just stuttering there a bit. Gonna quit out. You're gonna see my desktop because I'm doing display capture. You know what? Let me try something real quick before I quit out. Can I do game capture? I swear when I first started streaming this game this past year, I was able to do game capture. The last few times I tried it, though, it wouldn't work. So, and then I couldn't do window capture either. I had to do freaking display capture. And I think that might be part of where the lag is coming from. Excuse me. So let me try game capture. Capture a specific window. American truck something. Nope, doesn't work. Oh yeah, he had some pretty good horror stories about his hauls, yeah. Well, because he was a trainee for a huge truck company. Well, he got recruited, basically. And I mean, it's a good way to get your CDL and get trained up, but man, that is hell. Okay, where is this freaking game capture that didn't work? There's. Yeah, see, it's just a black screen. It doesn't work. I don't know why. Maybe if I put the game in full screen, but I don't want to. I mean, I could. You know what? Let me try that. It's really not that big a deal to put the game in full screen. No, not that. I know it's black screen right now. Options. Not being blind. Graphics. Full screen. Apply. Oh boy. That messed up Discord. Oh boy. Well. Trucking is really hard. Yeah. You can potentially make a lot of money with trucking, but it's really hard. The dream with trucking is to like stick it out working for a trucking company as much as you can. Make enough money that you can buy your own truck and be your own personal, basically. It's kind of like working from home, but it's not. You're working from your truck, but yeah, you're your own boss, basically. Which is what you always do in like American Truck Sim and stuff like that. But in reality, that's very hard to do. It's a fun dream to have, but it's not easy to do. Okay, this time I'm going to do game capture. Capture any full screen app. Sure, it's the only full screen application, so let's see. Nope, nothing. Hold on, let me bring it up because I did have to tab out. Survey says no. I swear I know how to use OBS. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't work with ATS. One more time, I'm going to specify for ATS. Sorry, I know this is boring, but I really want to make this work. It's just nothing. It's just a red dot in the corner on OBS for some reason. Nope. Nope. Alright, display capture it is. It's annoying. Gonna put this back in a window. I don't need full screen then. Okay, now I'm gonna quit the game for a minute. Just to hopefully reset whatever was lagging. Haven't really stress tested. What? Haven't really stress tested this game in a while. So, yeah, okay. Also, I will be right back real quick.
Fucking Popo. What are you gonna do now? I'll ram into you.
Hi, Sturgy. No, it's not over. I was just at the bathroom and then talking to my mom for a little while. I did kill the game for a minute because it was getting laggy. I'm hoping that it was just some random fluke, and then when I... Sorry, I think I'm running over something with the chair, but it's okay. It was some kind of random fluke. I'm hoping when I load the game back up, it won't be laggy anymore. I mean, I could kill my Minecraft server that's running for no reason because nobody ever gets on it anyway. But you know, that's not using much RAM though. It's only using half a gig, a little over half a gig. Chrome is using more than that. I don't think that's really the problem. It was just something was happening in game that the game didn't like, I think. Oh, more than Alex is playing. It's live. Alright. I'm gonna take off that slideshow before I forget about it. There's my desktop. I don't think there's anything on there I'm worried about anybody seeing anyway. There's the Minecraft server. Nobody's even been on it. Okay, go away, please. Yes, I hate the Windows 8 or 10 style with all the tiles and crap. No, I make it look like Windows 7. Speaking of Mike Mnemonic, there's his truck. And yes, that was a red bear roaring on the side of it. I made that skin. Not for this game, that was for 18 Wheels of Steel. There's nothing I want to change here, right? When it takes this long to load up the mod manager, you might have an issue with, you might have some kind of mod addiction problem. There's nothing over here that's red. I think so. Oh, I took off everything. Okay. I have all these skins for the Peterbilt 379, but the Peterbilt 379 mod is extremely outdated and probably doesn't even work anymore, so I should really just get rid of these skins. I don't know what this fixed sound for Autocar. I think that's old now. Oh, I did get another truck. Besides the Diamond Rio, I got this Ford I series? L series? Ford L, yeah. I'm gonna add that in. Maybe we'll look at it in the dealer and see if it breaks anything. Probably shouldn't be testing it on stream, but screw it. We'll try it out. Put it with all the other trucks. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's a good spot, I guess. That's pretty much it for trucks that I don't have enabled. This is for the XBS FLC, which hasn't been updated for 1.40 yet. This is why I don't jump into the 1.41 beta. Look at all these freaking mods. None of them are gonna work. It's a love-hate thing with all these mods with the game. And then I kind of get just blah with American Truck Sim when a new version comes out and a bunch of mods stop working and don't get updated and blah blah blah. Now you get to see how long it takes for my game to load. Oh no. takes a while. Hasn't even made it to the loading screen. Yes, I did click on continue game. It's not quite as bad as when I had Euro Truck with a bunch of mods, and then I had a Russian Open Spaces map. God, I think I still have that, but it's probably way outdated. But that would take forever to start loading, and it would just hang on this screen. And, you know, your mouse would turn into an hourglass, and it would say not responding, not responding. You had to tab out, tab back in, back and forth. Yeah, wait for a sale burn. It'll go down to like $5 or $10. It'll get cheap. Of course, for $5 or $10, you're not going to get all the DLC states, but it'll get cheap. It should. Although now, since they're hyping up the convoy thing, they might go as much on sale. But just be patient. Put it on your wish list maybe so you know when it goes on sale. But yeah, when I was doing that with ETS, boy, it would just be stuck on this screen forever. And I would tab out, I would tab back in, wait a while, tab out, tab back, and then all of a sudden the line would go boom, boom, loaded, and then you were in the game. It's like, okay. This one's not that bad. This setup. Alright, let's see how it's doing. Alright, I was going to check out that truck. This is taking a while again. I guess I can show you the Diamond Rio real quick, too. Just show it in the showroom. I'm not going to actually buy it. I don't have any. I have $80,000, but I don't have a slot in the garage. So I have to buy a garage first, which is like $180,000. Truck dealer. That actually looks pretty clean. Mod dealer. The mod dealer is an amazing add-on. That really helps things a lot. You used to have to go through all the different dealers to try to find your modded truck. And then if there were too many modded trucks at one of the dealers, then everything would just crash. Now this setup now with the mod dealer is awesome. The only problem is it's always online purchasing that way. A lot of times I want to trade in a truck. You can't do it this way. You have to have the money at the garage space to buy a truck online like this and then sell off your old one or whatever. Oh yeah, the Mac R is new. Well, it's not new. I've had it for a while, but the Mac R, this is the Convoy Mac R. Not Convoy. Yeah, Convoy. It's from the movie Convoy. This truck. But it's been updated. I'm guessing maybe the sounds didn't work before and now they do. Then maybe some lighting changes so that the lighting doesn't look horrible. It's a pretty basic truck, but it's from the movie Convoy, so it's awesome. Detroit diesel. It's got a bunch of engine options. Okay. Yeah, it's got more options than it used to have. There's the interior. Neat. What's that? A couple of revolvers on the steering wheel? That's a little... Now, since this is the truck from the movie Convoy, you're never going to change the color. Oh, it is set up so that if you change the color, it still says RD Trucking on the side, but you're not going to change the color. It's a couple different colors, but it's always black. Oh, actually, there's a bunch more colors up here. It's always black. It was black in the movie, so it's got to be black. If I remember correctly, yeah, there's not many dots. There's not much of anything you change on the truck. but that's okay. Simple is fine, really. That works. Just checking, making sure things work. Oh, what? Can you put a person in here? Yes, you can. John. Hank. Oh, this is the I finally bought the cabin accessories DLC. I think I was using a mod that kind of gave you the DLC stuff, and it finally stopped working, and trucks were actually crashing out because the GPS didn't work anymore. Now I finally actually have the DLC. Although some of this, like Melissa and stuff like that, I've had forever. I think this is like the Sissel Mega Pack. I don't know. And all the Russians. It's probably from one of the Russian trucks. Anywho, that works. There's the auto cars. They should be working. Oh, this old Ford. I don't know if the sounds still work. This mod is old now. I'm guessing the sounds don't work on this truck. Or maybe the sounds will work, but the reflections inside are going to be ridiculous. But it's just like a neat old truck. It's like an F650 or something. But it's Brazilian, so instead it's called an F1400, which is a Brazilian thing. It's a Ford, but it was made specifically for Brazil, I think. Oh, there's the two Ford engines. Oh, and it has all these other engines. Oh, that's not right. It should just have the two Fords. Well, maybe it would have, like, Cummins engines. The interior is basically a lot like a lot of other Russian trucks, though. Like the Kamaz and stuff like that. I mean, you can customize all of this stuff, which is different, but this dashboard does not scream Ford to me. Maybe it's just me. I think blue is definitely the best color for it. Even though I like red usually, but this truck is just the classic color for it would be blue. To still have it's locked, but you can have second axle back here. Anyway, that's not crashing. Ignoring obsolete units attribute apparent depth of unit nameless error bar whatever. It works. It's a good idea not to look at that screen usually. Okay, so that's that. I don't know why I felt like going through all of the mods right now, but I do. Oh, because I want to show off the Ford. It's loading stuff. Whoa, what is this? It's a box truck? Now, with one of my mods... Oh, this is awesome. It is a Ford LTO. Hello? I thought somebody's walking in here. It is a Ford LTL. Okay. And this is a box truck. Now, one of my mods adds a dolly trailer thing that I'm guessing would hook up to a box truck, and then you would be able to pull a trailer behind that. I think that's how that would work. I'll have to try it out someday. Okay, that's the only cabin. Okay, chassis options. I'm guessing you don't have to have a box truck. Reefer. Whoa. That's pretty short. Short, you got that right. Okay, that's better. 6x4. Wrecker 6x4. Oh, it's got a flatbed, like a flatbed tow truck. But it's extremely chrome. Look at the reflection on this thing. It's that's extreme. Who polishes their flatbed tow truck that much? Oh. So, paint. Oh, that's the same frame options before. Painted frame. Oh, that's cool. Oh, and a dump truck. Now that would be really cool. That would make the most sense too. You could have a dump truck in the dolly and then tow flatbeds behind it. Like a flatbed with an excavator on it or something. That could be cool. Oh, that's neat. I want to try this truck out someday. I'll have to get the money together for it. It's a neat looking truck. Bunch of engine options. Well, some engine options, I should say. Transmission. Look at this shifter. Okay, for like a workaholic dump truck type thing, this shifter is ridiculous. This giant shifter that goes all the way up over the height of the dashboard. Wow, I wonder if that's customizable. That seems silly. It should be like down here. Imagine having a shifter way up there. Dashboard is nice though. It's custom. And there's this brown, and you could switch it to gray. I think usually with older trucks I go with the brown because that was like what was standard back then. This truck, it's not that old, first off. It's not like 70s old. What is that? Is that just the way the trim is? Looks like there's some long strap inside of the door. Oh, it's on this side too. This. What is that? That's the window crank. Is that just like a brace for the door? But anyway, if it was like a 70s truck, I would stick with the brown, but I think I'd rather go with the gray. It says gray, it's really black, but I think I would go with that. Nah, that's not a special paint job. I thought it was going to be a special paint job, but it's just bright freaking red. It does do something back here, but whatever. Painting everything the same color, that's interesting. Sorry, I know this isn't very interesting, but... Oh yeah, stick the... stick the exhaust straight up through the top of the dump truck. Yeah, I don't think that's really gonna work. I think the dump exhaust, see? Now there's a specific exhaust that works with the dump truck. That's still pretty close, but it works. I would think it would be even a little bit shorter and maybe it angled out a little bit, but that's stock. Oh. Exhaust 1. Yeah, I'm guessing the only thing that's going to work with the dump truck is the dump exhaust. Oh! Did we add an exhaust pipe to the bottom? That's really where it should be. As awesome as having the big stacks are, for something like a dump truck, you're not going to have stacks. It would be an exhaust down here. Now the problem with this, seeing where the exhaust goes out in the back, okay, 2 problems. That's actually a pretty big problem. Hold on. Oh, this is the fun part of mods. Houston, we have a problem. I love that you can do this now, by the way. The exhaust, alright, it's supposed to be bent and come out. I'm guessing it should be coming out behind the back wheel. Well, it's coming out right through the wheel. Whoops. It's for a different chassis, obviously, I would think. Maybe the other bigger chassis with 2 axles back here. It would probably, the exhaust would come out maybe in front of the wheel. And the other problem is the other end of the exhaust is just floating. It's not hooked up to the engine at all. Nice. Bend left. Now we're back to. Yeah, now we're back to sticking up through here. But hey, there's a lot of neat options, and I'm sure if you get the right combination, it could be cool. Like maybe a different chassis would have the rest of that exhaust in the front half. Okay. This is just going through the same stuff. Okay. So yeah, for the dump you need the dump exhaust. It's too bad there's not an underneath exhaust that would work. Because that's really what it should be with the dump truck, I would think. License plate custom. Ah. Oh yeah, there's no tail lights and stuff. Oh, so you can manually set up the different tail lights. I'm not going to do that because we're not even buying this truck, but you could. Cool. Two dots for the same thing, huh? Steps. You wouldn't need steps with a dump truck. But for a semi, that would be neat. It's the exhaust again. So yeah, I'm very excited to mess around with this truck, I think. There's a lot of neat stuff. I'd like to see if that little dolly trailer thing would work. Actually, I'm not even sure how that would work. It's got a nice idea. Oh, and here's Diamond Rio just to show it off. Another old school cab over. It's got these neat curved steps here. The curve back behind the front wheels. That's really cool. Although if you do custom, then that makes it all filled in and then the regular like notches for steps. I like this better just because it's more unique. It's kind of like your standard old school cab over. I want to see a Diamond Rio regular, not cab over. Conventional. Because that would be pretty unique looking, I would think. This is nice for what it is, and there were a lot of Diamond Rio's cab overs like this, but it's just kind of generic. But hey, it's an American cab over, which don't exist anymore, so that's cool. But see, the interior, it's nice, but it's too modern looking, I think, compared to what a real. Because these were old trucks. This does not look like an old truck inside. There's the engine right there. The shifter is like small and modern. Maybe I'm just nitpicking, but it's a nice truck. I'm actually driving this truck on my other profile. So, it is a nice truck. Okay. I just wanted to check out the mods there. Now that I did all of that, let me guess it's gonna be laggy. I slept, right? Chat. I think I slept. Yeah, I slept. Okay. Where are we now? We are in Colorado Springs, and we're kind of heading northwest-ish. Well, I haven't seen a whole lot of Colorado, so I don't mind driving through it. Okay, external first, see what we got. Denver, that's very close, so no. Grand Junction, oh, that's better. That's at least across most of the state. $1.45 per mile. Denver again, come on. That's a little bit further, but it's still pretty short. Oh, we came from that direction. So Grand Junction for a single trailer, that doesn't look too exciting. Let's see. And with external market, you can't change what the trailer setup is. Colorado Springs. 39 per mile. That's a bit better. Although that's the big guy again, the big bulldozer, 89,000 pounds, and it's going the wrong way. We came from New Mexico. Dang it. Yeah, now it's taking me back south. Why does everything go to Denver? That's like one little town away. Now, I know I didn't put any points yet into long distance, but I had, when I was down here, even without any long distance points, it was giving me some relatively long hauls. Now that I'm in Colorado, it's short stuff. Oh, from the Chevy dealer. Denver. Well, it looks like we're destined for a short hop here. Yeah, I'm not getting that great of loads here. Wait, where am I now? I'm Colorado Springs, right? Yeah. Just got it confused with Pueblo. Well, there was that one load going to Grand Junction with the external. Let's see. It's boring, but it gets us across. Gets us further down the road, basically. Steamboat Springs, that's different. So, let's see, 12,000 for that. Grand Junction is 816. Guess we'll go to Grand Junction. It was the same boring trailer either way. Alright. We'll go with it. I'm surprised ATS is up to $20. I don't think I've seen it that high in a while. It's almost always on sale. It's probably because of all the hype for the convoy of 141.
Our
So
mission
it's
is to
5
secure the
a.m.
safety of the American people, including you. Buckle up.
High beams, they don't make that big of a difference anymore. How do I get out of here? Where am I? Oh, I see where I am. Main circuit.
Turn right. Turn left. Keep right. And then continue straight. Continue straight.
I am still live right now.
Keep left.
Just figured
And
I'd check.
then turn left. Turn left.
Oh, that's a red light. Oh, I actually probably could have made that. Is that the Colonel for KFC over there? Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever watch, the VTubers that are so popular now. The Shark Girl. She was talking about, a few weeks ago, she was talking about how she has a wheel, and she wants to play Assetto Corsa. So it's like she just got permission to play Assetto Corsa. I'm eagerly waiting to watch a VTuber use a wheel. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like she's gonna have a camera looking at it.
And then
Still.
turn left.
Hi there, Ari. This truck is a Kenworth K100 cab over.
Turn left.
It's a mod. K100E to be exact, I do believe. It's on the workshop. It's pretty nice, really. It's old school American cab over that, just doesn't exist anymore. Well, I guess maybe in Australia they might have only stopped making them a couple years ago. I like old trucks in general. The cab overs do come in handy for parking with the long trailer or something. If you made a mistake, you get out of it easier with a cab over. What's going on there? Oh, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I do truck games. American Truck. I don't really play Euro Truck Sim anymore. I used to play it a lot, but once they came out with American Truck, many years ago it's been now, gotta stop playing ETS. Got a ton of hours logged in it though. But I also play some older truck games at times, like 18 Wheels of Steel.
Turn right.
Well, I can't get American Long Haul to work on my computer. I don't know why. It's driving me nuts. But I can play 18 Wheels of Steel Across America, which is even older, and Pedal the Metal, which is one I have a lot of mods for. And I'll play Hard Truck 2 on occasion too, which is an old Russian truck game. It's actually a lot more popular than I ever really realized it's going to be. Pretty much done playing Hard Truck Apocalypse, although I still want to try to... I wasn't able to beat the game on stream because it kept crashing. But I think I fixed it, knock on wood, so I gotta stream that someday. It wouldn't even take long because we're right at the end of the game. It's just when I was trying to travel to where the last boss is on Hard Truck Apocalypse, that's when it kept crashing.
Continue straight.
Am I close enough to my mic? Yeah. I was looking at the other screen there. I also really like trains. I actually like trains more than trucks, but yeah. And with trains, I play Derail Valley a lot. Someday I gotta do a Railroad Tycoon 3 stream. Just for the heck of it. Played that a lot. I haven't played that in so long, I'm probably gonna be really rusty with it, but I see people play like Railway Empire nowadays, and there's a couple of other games that are kind of like that. But I still much prefer Railroad Tycoon 3 for that kind of game.
And then turn left.
I really wish they came out with a Railroad Tycoon 4 someday, but they never did.
Turn left.
I do have Railway Empire, but I never gave it much of a chance. Yeah. Well, 3 you don't have to micromanage as much as 2. But do be prepared for the tycoon aspect of Railroad Tycoon. Whereas you gotta really play the stock markets and stuff. try to take over companies and whatnot. You can't really get by without doing that. Actually, as much as I love Railroad Tycoon 3, I'm not really that great at it because I'm not good at the whole stock market aspect. It's very easy to get into the stock market too much and then the stocks crash and you lose everything. It's a very fine line that you gotta play.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Now I'm usually too busy running trains and watching trains
Turn right.
and stuff like that to take care of the business aspect. Let things fall behind on the business side of things in that game
In
too much.
400 meters, turn right. Turn right. You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Oh, this is an external job, isn't it? Okay, it's gonna be a single... So that's not my line. It's all the way down at the end. Okay. Oh, it's the same spot that we got the triples from at the other place. All the way down here. Well, not quite the same spot. It's further back, I guess. I'm a little cheaty by using this camera angle. I should be using the mirrors more, but this is easier. At least I'm not in third person mode.
There are those who would like to see you fail. That's not going to happen. Let's go.
I wonder if I should change out Morgan Freeman. What do you guys think? Might be getting a little tired of him. For the voice pack. Got Google Maps, we got Sky, which is... I could go back to GTA 4, that's not a bad one. Elvis. Elvis is a little dug. You can see C-3PO. We got the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what? I haven't heard him in a while. But yeah, Railroad Tycoon 2, you have to kind of micromanage a bit more than 3. Like, say you have a steel mill and you want to make steel, you will not get any steel unless you specifically run coal and iron to the steel mill. But, like in 3, if there's coal and iron that's kind of close to a steel mill, it'll work its way there on its own. Like the RP explanation is that the coal and iron is being hauled by like mule or later on truck or whatever. It's finding another way to get there, basically. It would be a lot more efficient if you did it with your trains, but the cargo kind of moves around the map on its own in 3. In 2, no cargo moves unless you move it with your train or another railroad moves it with their train.
Continue straight, then turn right. Turn right. Keep right.
Yeah.
And then turn right.
Now you can do a lot more on the track building side
Turn
of
right.
things in 3. In 2, it's pretty linear. There's a lot of places where there's a lot of steep hills in 2, and there's just not a whole lot you can do about it. Whereas in 3, you can try to run the tracks kind of sideways against the hills and work it more and maybe make a better grade. I do have nostalgia for 2 also, but The thing with Railroad Tycoon 2, I never had that on PC. I only played that on the PlayStation 1. And boy, you're talking about a game that should be on a PC that's ported over to a PlayStation disc. It loses a lot when it gets translated to PlayStation. Like,
Continue straight.
one of the main things that's pretty god awful actually with the PlayStation version of Railroad Tycoon 2 is you can't save the freaking game. Literally, the only time you can ever save the game is after you beat a campaign. You can save what medal you won, so that you basically you're saving the high score list.
Right.
But you can't save in the middle of a game and then come back to it at all. Like anytime you exit the game, that's it. It's over. You're starting over from scratch on PlayStation 1. So I would end up leaving it running for so long and making such an awesome railroad. Like if it's a campaign, you beat the campaign and you can say, okay, you beat it, and then it says, do you want to keep playing? Of course you want to keep playing. You beat the scenario or campaign, but that doesn't mean that you can't keep making more money and keep building the railroad bigger. So of course you're gonna keep playing. So that's what I would do on the PlayStation, is just keep playing, and then eventually the game would just freeze. You know, it just had enough. It's been running for like 4 or 5 hours or something, and it's just like, nope, that's it, frozen, and then you just lost everything. I actually did a stream a while ago, a few years ago, where I streamed the PlayStation version. I don't remember if I think I played it on an emulator, which was really awkward because I didn't have a controller then. I think I streamed it once on my actual PlayStation though, because I can capture that. Maybe I'll do that someday just for the hell of it. But of course, with the PlayStation version, not only are there a lot of shortcomings, but it's not like you can mod the game, you can't change the skins, you can't add other scenarios. So for all that stuff, PlayStation Railroad Tycoon 3, I was a lot better off with, because I could add all sorts of mods. Oh, we're capped at 65, right? Oh, why are we slowing down? I really gotta get myself to stream more regularly. I just get in funks, I guess, when I don't want to do it. Ah, Denver. Take me home, country roads. Wait a minute. It's sung by John Denver, but that's a song that's in, like, you know, West Virginia. Yeah. Well, what I have to do, and I'm probably never going to do because my sleep schedule is all messed up, and then there's other factors like my nephew wants to play games with me, but I should set an actual schedule. Say, you know, this day I'm going to stream at this time and play this game.
Big mistake.
It's never going to actually happen. I really should, because if I want to actually, like, God forbid, make a couple bucks doing this, that's the only way you can do it, is consistency. You have to be consistent with your content, and I just don't see myself doing that. We're still in a 55, yep. I didn't know Colorado was going to go down to 55. Maybe just for the Denver area. Oh, we're doing the truck speed limit nonsense like California, isn't that? Like the cars get to go 65, but the trucks only do 55.
Right. I insist.
Oh, okay.
Exit right. I insist. Keep left.
Sorry, buddy. I didn't know which way I was going. No, you can't nose in now. I'm bigger. Late blinker was late. Is it still 55? I didn't catch that sign. Yep, it's still 55. Now it's 65. That must have been Denver area 55. Okay. Good, at least it's not the whole freaking state like California. Really? Really, you didn't see me? The first hit was my fault, technically. I mean, not really, because I looked to the left and it was clear, and as I shifted over, that car just sped up alongside me and I hit him. But the second one, the guy merging from the right, that was just sitting there until I started getting real close, and then, oh, I guess I'm gonna turn out. That is not my fault. Freaking game. That was annoying. The worst part is with the AI with these lane merges is even when there's nobody coming, they'll come up right up to the end of the lane, slow down to a stop, and sit there. Like that's what was happening back there. Whole string of trucks just sitting there, looking. But then for some reason, I guess since I'm not an AI, I don't count as traffic to them, so they just pull out. I don't know. It's rigged. It's still set at 65. Oh. Damn it. Rigged, I say. What's going on now? 50.
Speeding
Oh.
would be a big mistake.
What's this? Some kind of memorial? Construction? Oh, we got a tunnel. That's why the speed limit came down. I do believe my headlights are on. Hard to tell, but yeah, they're on. Oh, I got an achievement for going through that tunnel. Neat. $60 to $35.
Is ahead. Speeding would be a big mistake.
Wait a minute. The cars get to go 60 and I have to do 35? Is that what that sign said? Are we in a construction zone, so it's 35? No,
Is
trucks
ahead.
35,
Speeding
speed
would be a
limit
big
60.
mistake.
That's ridiculous. Okay. I can understand, like in California, they do their stupid thing where trucks are limited to 55, the cars can do like 65. But 35? I guess because we're going downhill pretty steep. Yeah, we are going down a pretty steep hill here. That's to stop trucks from running away. But still, that's a little ridiculous. It should be like 50, 35. I'm picking up a little bit of speed, but it's not that bad. Maybe it's getting steeper now. Runaway truck ramp. Oh yeah, I see it up there. In case your brakes give out, you go up that gravel ramp. It slows you down to a stop. Neat. That is a real thing. Trucks will lose their brakes. Because the thing is with this hill, I guess I'm not weighed down too bad, so it's pretty easy. But notice how I'm using the Jake brake on and off. I'm not even touching the foot brake right now. I haven't touched it. Now, if your truck doesn't have a working Jake brake or retarder, which is the same kind of thing, but it's on the transmission instead of Jake brake, it's on the exhaust. But if you don't have that, then you're going to be touching the foot brake more. So on a steep hill coming down like that, you're using the foot brake. It's still 35. If you're not careful, you will run out of air because they're air brakes. So if you keep hitting the brakes over and over and the air compressor is not able to recharge them, then you'll run out of air. Now, the thing is with a truck, though, is if you run out of air, the brakes there's springs on the brakes, and the brakes will lock down if you run out of air. Although I guess if you bleed the air out, okay, we're finally going back up to speed. But I guess if you bleed the air out the right way, you can end up in a runaway situation. Or with trucks, the brakes are drum brakes. If you really lay on the brakes too much and you heat them up too much, then they don't work as good. It's something called brake fade. Now with a train, if you manage to bleed all your air out, there is no spring that locks the brakes down. So if you manage, it's hard to do, but if you manage to run out of air on a train without being stopped, then yes, you will run away. Unless you're in a more modern diesel that has dynamic brakes. Because that really alleviates the whole thing. If you have dynamic brakes, then just like with the truck, you're not using the foot brake. You're not using the air brakes as much. So what can I do now? 50. Just about to get up to 50 and the speed 60 and the speed limit goes down to 50. That's cool, that other road off to the side. Well, we're definitely in the mountains now. Nice. Colorado. This is pretty. I haven't really seen much of Colorado yet. Now the next state that's going to come out will be Wyoming. I think it's getting closer because they're starting to show little teaser videos of Wyoming. And then after that, and this is going to take a while, is Texas. Texas is a big state. So that's going to take a longer time, I would think, and it's going to cost more, I would think, too. Because Texas is huge. So if Texas comes out as one DLC, the whole state of Texas, that's gonna, I would think that's gonna be more than the usual $13 per state that they've been charging. But it's so much content, it's really worth it. Yeah, there's another tunnel. It won't shorten the Jake break in the tunnel. That's gonna be really freaking loud. I had lights on. Yeah. Yeah, they're on. Oh, that was a nice acoustic. Save some fuel. Get her in higher gear. .45 curve ahead, huh? Speed limit was only 50. I don't think we needed a big bulletin board about the curve being 5 miles slower. I could have done that at 50. Unless we didn't hit the 45 curve yet. I think we did though. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. It's a funny thing with this game. Sometimes there's a curve that's really tight that you really need to slow down a lot for it, and there's not much warning over for it. Well, this might be it actually. Yeah, this isn't that bad. And then so there's a curve that there's really not much warning for, and you can really get in trouble with. And then there's something like that where it's like warning 45 40 or something like that. Oh, slow down. You see all these little arrows leading up to the turn, and then you get to the turn, it's like nothing. It's like, man, I could have taken that at like 60. Well, not 60, but still, it's kind of funny like that. Whoa, no. We do not, we're on the highway. We do not slam on the brakes to let people out. If you want to move over to the other lane, you can do that. But you don't just sit there and slam the brakes on the highway. Some trucks can't stop like that. Convertible. Pretty sure that guy should be dead by now. Why can't I move? You're telling me I can't push this dinky little car out of my way? Really? It's just concrete car? Okay. Oh, that's a horn outside in real life. I was like, who's honking at me? It's outside. Yeah, somebody's got a car alarm going off, actually. I hate car alarms. I really hate them. Is that the convertible? Come on. You were just locked in concrete in front of me. Got around you, and then you're just taking off at 60 miles an hour. BS. That's what that is. Pure BS. Let's get them. Oh, what are those auto racks down there? Rain. Actually, I think that was an Amtrak auto train, because I saw one in another town, I think, before I started streaming. My cruise set at 65 anymore. There, 65. Nope. A little indicator on whether or not my cruise is on would be nice. Yeah, you can't hear it. Oh, this freaking music. I can't get it evened out. Now it's too quiet. But I'm not gonna change it because then another song will come on that's too damn loud. I don't trust you. Hey, there's another Amtrak train down there. Oh. Yeah, it's an auto train. I saw a red sign, like there's gonna be some road work coming up. Yep, the right lane is ending. I figured I'd let that guy get ahead of me. So I'm nice like that. See? I'll just shift over. Come on. Of course, you're gonna go up to the end and stop. Even though you can see the big giant arrow. Okay, yeah, sure. I don't exist, I'm sorry. God forbid I think that I'm already in the correct lane so I can just go, no. There's still a lot of people sitting there waiting. There was a lot of warning for this, too. There, it looks like.
Keep right. And then exit right. I insist. Exit right. I insist.
Okay, Arnie, I exited right.
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
Is there a traffic light or not? This is a yield sign, I guess. Kind of like a traffic circle. I don't know how I ended up in the left lane there.
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
Is that where we're going, FedEx? Walmart to FedEx, that's interesting. So how's everybody doing? If anybody's left around. I think Sergi thought I stopped. That's a nice little Pepsi truck. Yeah.
Turn left.
Open sesame.
You've arrived. Hasta la vista, baby.
Really? Oh, I've got a single trailer, so technically they could have made me park in some fancy spot, but no. No, it's just pull straight in like if I had doubles. Okay, whatever. Mid lane, I guess. Oh, I was already low gear. Now watch I mess up the parking spot and have to back up. That would be hilarious. Hello? I'm starting to wonder if I saw. Hey, we leveled up. I think I'm gonna get one tick of long distance because before it looked like it was giving me decently long jobs anyway, but last couple of places I was in, I was getting pretty short jobs, so I think I'll get... I still have one more hazardous placard to get. I don't really care about fragile. High values feels good. That'll be next, but I think I want one tick of long distance. Oh, I'm scared that one. Okay, I could have waited. I'm scared the hell out of it. Where's she going? Hold on. Turn off my camera for a second. One moment. Just gave me something. Are there two envelopes? Huh, tactical. $1,500 for 6 months. Jesus. Alright. Sorry about that. I've been sent on my mission. Well, I don't have to go yet. It's 3:30. Oh, I think I'm gonna go on for another about half hour or so, and then I'll stop. Can I not be constantly highlighting something? Thank you. Last Christmas. I should probably take the song out since it's, you know, not Christmas at all. Alright. Okay, my mic is still on and the cameras are back up, yes. Okay. Just making sure. Alright, so now it is 12:41 p.m. We're in Grand Junction, Colorado. And what's my sleep meter like? I'm not gonna sleep now in the middle of the day. Guess I'll try to stretch it out a bit. Excuse me. So let's check the jobs. Ooh. It's only worth 41 per mile, but going up to a place called Steamboat Springs, it's kind of a little out of the way, but it's double trailers. It's 41. These are going the direction that I don't want to go in. No. There's a longer haul, but it's all the way over like Southern California, which I don't really want to go to especially Southern California right now. I'm kind of trying to work my way that way. Cars are kind of boring anyway. Although it is from a Chevy dealer, which would be interesting. I like how now with the logos mods that I have, it's not all Tesla. It used to be any car dealership was Tesla. Now sometimes there's Chevy, which is nice. Oh. Somebody followed. I can't read it. Hold on. CJ the King. CJ the King, thank you for the follow. Just trucking around. Okay, so now I'm looking at Great Home Market, right? Yeah. Oh, what is this? Broken car? What? What is this? It's like a dinky little trailer with a car on it? And it's worth 78 per mile? What mod does this? I'm not gonna actually haul that because that's ridiculous, but there's one in Walmart and one in Home Depot. I feel the need to see this, like see it parked. So Walmart or Home Depot, I'm on. I'm just gonna manually drive there, and I just want to see what the heck this is. Oh, it's over here. Okay. Well, maybe there's something else from Walmart or Home Depot that I'm really gonna take. That's silly. Standard delivery, and it's worth that much. The icon is so tiny I can't even see it. It looks like it should be a cargo for a flatbed, not an actual trailer. What is it, a car with like a dolly hooked up to the front of it that you can just tow around? Oh, that is silly. Why is it worth so much money? $20,000 to go to Pueblo. I'm not gonna do it because it's ridiculous, but I do want to see it. That's in the direction that I want to go in. Empty pallets. That's not worth much. Boy, there's not many good loads here. Besides these ridiculous things. Grand Canyon. I don't want to go south. I want to go northish. Yeah, we've been working north this whole stream. I don't want to start going south now. I think I'm probably going to take the external job to Steamboat Springs. This one. But first, I gotta see that. I gotta take a detour, even though I'm already in FedEx. I gotta take a detour over here and see what the hell is going on with this broken car. Because it should be in the parking lot, even if I don't pick up the job. I mean, that's something. I haven't seen something like that since when I was playing Euro Truck Sim a lot. I do have to get on Euro Truck Sim someday and play it, but the reason why I don't, besides the fact that there's so much in ATS to do now, but all of my mods on Euro Truck have got to be so outdated by now. I'm going to have to sort through them all and figure out what works, what doesn't work. What mods have sound, what doesn't have sound, what's the right engine pack to make them work.
Left.
And it's just, it's a lot of work. But anyway, the last time I've seen something goofy like that where you're like towing a car around was in ETS2. It was a mod. I think it went along with Russian Open Spaces, which is a mod that has all these crazy Russian roads like out in, what's it called? Not Scandinavia. Siberia. Right? Siberian winter? Is that right? Is that the friggin' desert? No, Siberia's right. Frozen Siberia. But it has all these like ice roads and snow roads and stuff. But in that part of the map, on that mod, ETS, you can get like little army trucks. Well, not little. Compared to your semi truck, they were kind of little. And it just had like a tow bar in the front of it, and you just hooked it up to the back of your truck and you just towed it around. It was hilarious.
Turn right.
How do I turn right? No. This is not turn right, this is go straight. Oh, I hate these wacky intersections. What is this? Oh, then you
Turn
shift
right.
back. And Arnold just keeps telling you to turn right the whole time. Ugh, it's so weird. I get it, it's supposed to be for a better flow, but it's so weird. I guess like anything else, you can get used to it. Gotta remember, this is America. A lot of places don't even have traffic circles, or should I say roundabouts. They're like just getting implemented around where I am now, and everybody's freaking out about it.
Left. And then turn left.
Nobody wants to deal with the roundabout. We call them traffic
left.
circles. Oh, left. For some reason, I thought he was saying right. But there's this one intersection not even 5 minutes down the road from me that, well, the thing is, there was this one county road, County Road 78, and then they built a kind of a shortcut road that spurred off of that, leading down to Dulcin Avenue, and then it would cross over to Dulcin Town Road. And when they built that, it was kind of just a T intersection. But the thing that pissed people off with that is, yes, it's a nice shortcut road, but they set it up so that default, like if you're going straight down 78 and you go straight through this intersection, you end up on the new road going down to Dulcin.
Baby.
Oh. Now this is where I want to go. But, so if you wanted to stay on County Route 78, which you would only really want to do if you wanted to go to a certain gas station, or there's a couple of other businesses on that section of 78, you had to turn left. You had to get in the left lane and turn left. Stop and wait for traffic and turn left. There was no traffic light, which there really should have been a traffic light there. So why is there a broken car to tow in Home Depot? But anyway... So that was always a mess anyway, the way they did. I mean, it was nice for anybody going straight through. It made sense for that. But there was always some people trying to make a left, and it was just... There were definitely accidents at that intersection. And not because the intersection wasn't designed right, but because it really needed a traffic light. Is that like the broken car that you would tow? It's not like in a spot where a trailer would be. So then, just this past, like, last year, people, I guess, they realized there was an issue with this intersection. Instead of just putting in a traffic light, they built a circle, a traffic circle, or roundabout. And oh boy, did nobody like the news that there was going to be a roundabout, and everybody's like, oh, this is going to be horrible, and they had to put out, like on Facebook, that must have been it, that car. It's so weird. Well, there's a dinky little Home Depot trailer here. Why is there a broken car to tow around at Home Depot, and why is it worth so much money to do? Let me just back in here. Sure sign. So they decided to do this traffic circle thing. And everybody freaked out about it. They had to like I have City of Middletown on Facebook. Okay, yeah, there's nothing here. That's got to be it then, that little car. That's so silly. Why would you do that with a freaking semi-truck, and why is it worth so much money? That should be something to haul with, like, if you have a car to drive. A small truck or something. I don't know. So yeah, so they had to put like on the Facebook page for Middletown, New York. They put up like a big diagram of how that's got to be it of how to navigate this new traffic circle because here where I live anyway, this whole traffic circle thing is a very new thing that nobody wants anything to do. I want to see. I know I don't have the job, but I want to see if it tells me, hey, you need to pick up the job to grab this trailer. No, well, I'm just shoving it around. It's very strange to me. I kind of want to pick up this job just to see how it's going to work. Make a hard save. Why is it in Home Depot? That's the other thing that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there's nothing up here. It's this white car. Broken car. I am gonna make a hard save. Stream 2, I guess. Turkey doesn't work there. Okay. We're gonna figure out what this whole broken car malarkey is all about. I'm too intrigued to not do it, even though it's not even going to a place where I want to go. I don't know, I'm just too damn intrigued. Freight market. Broken car. Oh, what? There's different kinds of cars that I can pick from? It's so small. DN car. It's gray, there's a little bit lighter gray, and there's a red pickup. Well, let's do the red pickup truck. Okay, confirm. Oh, we're going back to Pueblo. Damn it. Now I gotta see how this works. Is there does a trailer magically appear? Does a tow bar magically appear? I gotta figure this out. It's gonna be ridiculous no matter what because it's gonna be small enough it could just frickin' fit on top of the hitch. Fifth wheel. That was the word I was looking for. Fifth wheel. Yeah. That's it. See 2 lines here. What is this nonsense? Do I need to turn off advanced coupling? What? This should be a cargo, not a trailer. I'm gonna turn off advanced coupling, I guess. What is this? This is confusing the heck out of me right now. Broken car. I feel like I need like a dolly trailer or something. The lines for it are up here. Oh, there it is.
I'm looking for
What?
that we can go to your destination.
What is that? This must have come with the Ford truck mod that has, you know, a wrecker body on the back of it, a flatbed. Why can I do it with the truck? This is so wrong. You don't even have to worry about like the trailer swinging or anything, right? It's rigid. Yeah. Well, no, it's not quite rigid. Oh, it's turning. What is this? Now, since I already accepted, well, that's what I made the save for. I'm not gonna drive all the way to Pueblo, Colorado, with this Dodge pickup truck just hanging off the fifth wheel. Come on. I thought maybe it was gonna put a tow bar in front of it, and then I would just tow it around, like a A-frame tow bar. No. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. No. That was quite silly. I had to check it out, though. Yes, I am sure. Sturging must not be around. He would have freaked out seeing that. Oh, that was silly. Okay. I mean, I guess it made sense, like, if you had that one flatbed truck, but still. I don't want to go. Wait, Utah? That's almost the right. Then it goes south, though. Oh, there's Steamboat Springs. I guess I'll take that unless something else magically appeared in Freight Market. Freaking broken car. That is silly. Especially silly that it's worth as much as it is. Yeah, none of these are any good. They're all going south. Why am I tired? Oh yeah, I didn't sleep much. I think this is going to be our last delivery. Wait, did that say Colorado Springs instead of friggin'... It should be Steamboat. I don't want to go back to Colorado Springs. Let me see. Show me the one that I just picked up. No? Steamboat Springs, okay. I guess I just saw the Springs part. I was like, oh. Well, that was hilarious. A freaking Dodge pickup truck just hanging off the fifth wheel.
You're coming with me. I'm the Terminator.
Oh, my
Let's
truck
drive.
is kind of damaged. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I guess we did hit a couple of guys on the way over here. Could use some fuel, too. Oh, there's lots of fuel here, but no... Oh, wow, I have to go all the way over there for repair. Alright. Gotta go through true traffic circles.
I'm the Terminator Cyberden System Model 101. I swear I will get you to your destination. Trust me. Continue straight. Turn right.
No cop, no stop. Well, I did stop, but I'm legally turning right on red.
Ease ahead. Speeding would be a big mistake.
What's the speed limit here? 35?
Continue straight.
Chevy dealer. I'm glad it's not just only Tesla everywhere. Oh, there goes the engine. So weird. How you go left over to the other side of the
Then
road?
Exit left. Human.
Human.
Exit left. Human.
This is so weird. Oh, I see where I was supposed to be. Get on the highway so that you can get off the highway.
Keep right, and then exit right. I insist. Exit right. I insist. Turn left. At the roundabout, take the first exit, human. Exit here. At the roundabout, take the first exit, human.
We really need 2 roundabouts.
Exit here.
Ah. Attention, please.
Make a U-turn. This is a
Volvo
mission
dealer.
priority.
No, I'm not making a U-turn. We're gonna go into the Volvo dealer. That's the whole point.
I'll be back.
Okay, Arnold. I'll still be here.
My mission is to protect you. Come with me if you want to live.
I'm not gonna change anything. Luigi. Oh, what was that meme called? Speed Luigi? I know a lot of Vinny stuff. I don't remember the origin of that particular meme. I miss Vinny. Hope he comes back soon. A lot of BS that he had to deal with.
Turn left. Keep right.
Turn left, keep right. Okay, Arnie, okay. Speed Luigi, yeah.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Keep left.
Hey, you guys gotta wait. Well, kinda should be waiting.
Exit.
Guess I didn't have to do that, did I? Yeah, he'll come back.
At the
It's just
roundabout,
a matter of
take the
time.
second exit. Exit.
What is that Jeep doing over there? Oh, it must be nice outside. He's got the top off the Jeep. I miss my Jeep. That's a newer Jeep, though. Bleh. It's a TJ, I think. YJ for life. Yeah, that's a TJ.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Now there's
Turn
a nice
right.
truck. That's an old Bronco. Now, that's a nice truck over there. That red one, Bronco. This old van over there.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Actually, what time is it? Real time? 4 o'clock.
Turn
Oh, it's
left.
4 o'clock now. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna even run this load. We're just gonna get to it. Take it yet. Call it a stream. I could technically go to 4:30, but I think I did pretty good. I think we got like 3 hours in. Is that a Regal in front of us? Oh, that's a Monte Carlo, I think. Chevy Monte Carlo. Yeah. Let's see that wheel well. Yeah, that's a Chevy Monte Carlo. I'm still in 10th. Oops.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left. You've arrived. Hasta la vista, baby.
I just figured I'd show off the truck a bit for where I stopped. All my headlights are still on. Yeah, pretty nice truck, really. I like the old cab overs. Mostly because they're old. Not really that I like cab overs over conventional or anything like that, but it's just like it's an old truck that they're pretty much extinct now. So you can find them around still, but they haven't made them since like late 80s, early 90s, I'd say. Cab overs. In America, of course, I mean. So I guess I've got a trailer here somewhere to pick up. I'm not going to hook up to it now, because I'm not going to haul it now. So next time when I stream, there will be some other kind of load to pick up instead. Alright. So, that was a stream. That was fun. Got back into driving finally. Next time I stream, which I'm not even sure when that's going to be, probably won't still have the wheels set up. I don't know. We'll see. It kind of gets in the way a lot. Reality again, or maybe even Minecraft, because I've been playing that a lot. The biggest problem with the wheel is if you're not playing truck game, it's in the way. And it's kind of a pain to move it back and forth because it clamps down on the desk and then the wires are all over the place. It's kind of a whole... Probably takes me like 10 minutes to set this thing up. Which I know 10 minutes isn't that bad, but it's just kind of a pain. Anyway, I'll see you guys around. Later. Yeah, I should tab out so I can stop the stream.